Okay, now we're ready for part 3 of Drawing Challenge 1. We're going to take a look at page setup for model space. We're going to be presenting this drawing as a PDF, and then you're going to upload it for submission to this assignment page. Okay, so let's go back to our drawing here, and you can see I have most of the drawing completed. There's some missing dimensions, but I'm going to let you guys work on that yourself. Okay, we're only working in the model space. So what we want to do is, now that we're ready to output this, we're not going to do a hard copy, we're going to do a PDF. So you could do this a variety of ways. If you right click over the model tab, you can see here page setup manager. Well, you can also come over here to the ribbon, to the output tab, and you can see page setup manager there. I like using this because we have page setup manager, we have preview, and then we have plot. First thing is, when you go to page setup manager, this is where you set up the settings for the way that it's going to print. Now keep in mind, you have model space and you have paper space or layouts. These are two different page setups. So keep in mind that you're working in the model, so this is where you could confirm that. And then down here below, you'll see some of the basic settings, right? Depending on what page setup you have selected. So what I want to do here is I want to create a brand new page setup. I'm going to call this PDF letter, let's say. Okay? That way I know what the output is going to be. It gives me some idea. Okay? Click OK here, and now we can modify this page setup. So you can see the name of the page setup here. In this area, we're going to take a look at our devices. When we want to make a PDF, we don't want to use a printer. We want to use DWG to PDF. Now, with that selected, we can select the paper size. One thing I'll say about the paper size is you've got quite a few. Okay? And you could go from full bleed to expanded paper sizes, and just keep in mind that it's the available print area that varies. So if you want to ensure that you have the full paper size, then use the full bleed options. So here's the 11 by 8.5, that's our target sheet size, right? Here's your partial preview. Now when it comes to the plot area, since we're working in the model, what are we going to select? We're going to select the limits. This is why it's really important to define the limits in the beginning and to make sure your drawing is within the limits, right? So that's going to be the method that we're going to print this. Now next is the plot scale. What did we define it for? 1:1. These have to match. Okay? For the information to be represented correctly, they have to match. If the fit to paper checkbox is on, uncheck it, and then from the pull down, select the appropriate scale, right? So we've got the printer device, the paper size, the area that we want to plot, the scale. The other thing is, notice how it's offset, right? Notice that the actual printable area is 10.94 and 844, right? Let's make sure we center it. Next, in terms of plot style, all right, some of you may or may not have it, and actually I don't have it here, but we're going to be using color tables, which allow us to use the colors in the drawing to output with a certain line weight. Now later on I'll update your computers to show that, but for now let's go ahead and use monochrome. Okay, that will make sure that all of the information prints in black and white. Now the other things you want to take a look at here is to make sure that we have those line weights plotted and with plot styles, and that we want to confirm the orientation. Now before you click OK, I would recommend that you do a preview. Okay, what you see right here is what's going to come out on paper. Okay, that's why you want to make sure that you're not too close to the edges because of that margin. And once you're done with the preview, right click, exit, save the page setup by clicking OK. Now you'll see that we have it here, but notice it is not the current page setup. Always make sure that the page setup you want to use is set current. Close it, okay? And it won't hurt to do the preview one more time. Once you exit, or rather once you right click, you can exit or simply plot. Okay, so if I plot this, what's going to happen is you're creating a PDF file. Okay, this is where I would recommend, for example, that if you have your flash drive, make sure that you have some method of organization that allows you to organize your drawings by module. So you can see here is M1, right? Here's my DC1, and here's my PDF folder. Okay, so I'm going to put it into my PDF folder there. Just call it DC1 test, and that way you'll be able to identify it or find it later when you're ready to upload it. So I'll save it, and once it's done, you'll see the message here, and then automatically the PDF will open up in your Adobe Acrobat so you can see. Now, this is the information you're going to send me via the website. What I'll be able to do then is review your drawing and add comments and email it back to you for review and for revision. Okay? So let's take a quick minute to take a look at how you're going to submit it. All right? So we're done here with this drawing, and actually let me go ahead and save it since I haven't saved it at all. All right, I'm going to use my history, and well, I can't see it there, but let's go back to my folder. Okay, this is my sample for DC1, and this is P75. Remember that you have a second drawing to do as well. Okay, so if we take a look at the website one more time, here's the assignment page, right? This is the assignment page. At the bottom of that, you'll see a button to submit your pages. Now, I'm the instructor, so right now you don't see it, but if I switch over to the student mode, you can see here, add submission, right? Always take a look at these assignment pages. You can see that with this button, and in this area, you can also see the due date, right? How much time is left and whether or not it was graded. So when you're ready to submit, you can do this. You can add submission, and there's a pretty lengthy process here. And in the registration section of the web page, I also show you a set of notes that tells you how do I turn in assignments. So it's written out for you too. So here you are. Once you click on submission, you're going to get a file submission dialog box. Okay? If you have your Windows Explorer open, you can simply drag and drop it here or use the add button. When you use the add button, okay, what you can do here is upload the file, browse, locate the file. So again, you're navigating to your flash drive and the location where you saved it. Right, there it is. There's my PDF. Open it, and then it becomes part of this attachment. Once I confirm all my settings here, I can upload it. You have to do it in this order. Okay, and then once it's uploaded or ready for upload, it's not uploaded yet, you have to save the changes. Once you save the changes, then it's been uploaded and now it's ready for grading. Now you can see the submission status, right? It says draft, not submitted. It's in the computer, it's in the server, but it's not submitted for grading, right? Because if you notice there's an error or something like that, you will have the opportunity to revise it and resubmit it, right? Maybe you forgot something, you notice at the very end. So this gives you the opportunity to edit the submission, or to simply say, no, that was it, that's the right one, submit the assignment, and now it's ready for grading, right? Continue, and then I'll get the message that you've submitted your assignment and you're waiting to be graded. This will be the procedure. Okay, guys? So, with that completed, that concludes the 3 parts for Drawing Challenge, from basic drawing setup to developing the design and doing the page setup and printing in PDF for a model space presentation.